In the last video I did say that we were going to go out in a Pagani Huayra on the track. We've got a chance to go out in this with Francis from Pagani Europe. I'm really excited to see what this is like. This is probably one of my favourite cars, so let's jump in and see what it's like.
Of all the models, this is my favourite. It's a wonderful car. I think what's more impressive to me is the breadth of usability. So you'll see, hopefully you'll see the performance is there, but you know, it's actually a very well-rounded car that you can use very nicely for long tours, and that is what a lot of our clients will do. Yeah. So the car itself has 5 driving modes. You've obviously got your winter mode, comfort mode for town driving, sport mode. I personally think is the most fun. It's the most brutally. It's the most punchy mode. Yep. Then you've got a race mode and a full ESC off. You can run the whole car in automatic, but we'll run it in the manual with the paddles. You can also use the shifter. You may have noticed, but the Huayra Roadster BC has 6 exhausts, so you also have 2 exhausts under the rear diffuser. Yep. This button here is basically the bypass to use those. Through, yeah. So it's a little bit more noisy, a little bit more pop and bang, but it also helps to utilise that rear diffuser. And then if you are on a more bumpy street, you've got a super soft mode. Okay, that's cool. For a bit of extra comfort. Yeah.
So the gearbox, is it a dual clutch or is it
It's a single clutch, principally because the torque output at peak is just over 1,100 Newton meters. And in terms of longevity, single clutch is far better for that. The other factor is the weight. So we go to a lot of effort, obviously, to make a very lightweight supercar, hypercar, and the mass, which is obviously towards the rear of the vehicle, this setup works quite nicely for us. It's not quite as hot as it was a couple of days ago. Yeah. And the car's always coming in and out, hot, cold, hot, cold.
Changes mine.
I love the aggression of the car.
Surprisingly smooth on the downshift, or are you rev matching that?
No, it's when you get it right, it's pretty smooth. Yeah. tricky things is just managing the torque.
Yeah.
It's rear wheel drive.
So do you have traction control on?
So I think in the sport mode it's about 50% or so.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, the car's very balanced. It's very neutrally balanced. One of the things I love most about the car is the brakes.
Yeah, the air brakes as well.
They have a massive effect on the car. They also operate independently, so as you move through the corners, they're balancing the car out in terms of roll as well. But yes, they operate all together under hard braking, and they do really make a huge difference. You know, if you were to switch them off, you'd really notice it.
You're going to move any further back, you'll be back on the circuit. Thank you very much for that. That was amazing.
You're welcome.
What can I say? It lived up to expectations. The car is beautiful and it's aggressive, and on the track it's absolutely insane. The braking power of the car is probably more impressive than the acceleration, especially with the air brakes working. I want to thank Francis again for letting me go out, and this is an absolute dream car for me. I know there's levels to this. The Z8 was a dream car, but when you get what you dream about, you want to go to the next level. One day, hopefully, I'll be able to get behind the wheel of one of these because it's just beautiful and aggressive. It is really a piece of moving art, and I'm blown away by it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on. If you want to join the conversation, please drop us a comment below and we will do our best to respond to you. And if you're running out of things to watch, why don't you watch one of these two?